thank you very much for your interest in golf design technology and club head performance technology. You know, I've been a club designer for over 30 years. During that time, I've had the opportunity to design over 350 different models of club heads in virtually every different kind of performance technology, every kind of material technology that exists. In fact, many of them I had the opportunity to initiate and inaugurate myself. None have been as fascinating or as interesting as the project that golf professional Jacob Bowden brought to me over 2 years ago when he came to visit me here in Durango at my design headquarters and asked me, could I design a set of single-length irons that could perform better than any of the existing single-length irons that have been on the market, and which then would allow golfers to benefit from the technology of single-length set design. It was a lot of fun. You know, over the course of the last 2 years of experimenting with different concepts and looking into the whole idea of designing a single-length set of clubs, the culmination is what you see here, the Sterling single-length set of irons. You know, to give you a little bit of a background on this, what is the potential benefit of a set of single-length irons? Well, the benefit is greater shot consistency, better performance and more on-center hit consistency with the set, and especially better performance and more shot consistency with your low loft clubs in the set. As you all know, those low-numbered clubs in your conventional set of irons are always going to be the tougher to hit. They're a little bit longer, and especially they have lower lofts. That takes a lot more skill in the swing to be able to hit them well. Well, one of the things that can help you do this is to have the swing feel. What you feel when you pick up the club and you swing it, to have the swing feel of all the clubs in your set be exactly identical. It's not that way now in your incremental length set of irons. But that's the benefit from a performance standpoint of a single length set of irons. By making all the clubs the same length, the same total weight, the same head weight, the same balance point, and then putting you, the golfer, into the same stance, the same ball position, the same swing plane, that's where the potential of a single-length set can help you with greater shot consistency, greater swing repeatability, greater consistency overall in your game. And that's the benefit. But in existing single-length sets, within that benefit comes the downside. And the downside has been when you make all the irons one length, you can fall into a trap where your low-loft irons are not hit as far as you're used to hitting them in your normal set, or your high loft irons you hit too far because those clubs are now longer than what you were used to in your existing set. So that was the challenge that Jacob Bowden brought to me a couple of years ago when he asked me if I would be interested in going to work with him to design a new set of better performing single length irons. And that's what the Sterling irons represent. Within the actual concept of identical length, identical total weight, same head weight, same balance point for swing feel consistency, what we've done is we've created in the low loft heads in the set a high COR face design to give you back distance that may ordinarily have been lost from the clubs being shorter. In the high loft sets, we're using a cast carbon steel design, soft feel with 5-degree loft increments between those clubs. But the real benefit is that the single length that the Sterling sets are built to is 36.5 inches, which is pretty much the same as most of your 8 irons. So now think about it. How consistent are you with an 8 iron? Probably a lot more than you are with a 5 iron. And a big reason for that is because the 8 iron is shorter in length. So Sterling is based on an 8 iron length, but then to give you back the distance you could potentially lose in the low loft clubs, we have high COR irons in the low loft clubs, cast carbon steel irons in the high loft clubs at only 36.5 inches, so you don't have too much club head speed to hit the high loft clubs too far. And that's the Sterling single length design to blend modern golf club technology with the solid game improvement design of identical feel between every one of the clubs in your set. Thanks very much for your interest.